Okay, hacker, welcome back. I missed you so much and I welcome you back again. And I forgot to say hello. Okay, welcome back, hacker. Hello, I'm glad to see you again. And now I'm coming with something brand new on my channel. So after installing Kali Linux and have you ever dreamed of being a hacker, I recommend you to watch. I'm coming with the third video of Total and second video of Primer Hacking School series. And it's the second question that is most valuable and most asked by beginner hackers. And so much people are recording about this, but I made some kind of research in my mind and in the internet, and I want to present what I exactly do after installing Kali Linux. And when you have a mentor, a teacher, or a hacker that is teaching you how to install Kali Linux, and right after he's presenting how to hack, how to operate with the programs, and does not show you exactly how to. What is the must-have when you enter your room? You turn the lights on, because when you won't do this, you might fall or break glass or have an accident. You must hurt yourself, and when you are not doing this minimum 2 steps, you are too hurting yourself in the hacking story. You might hurt yourself. You know, you don't have to remember it, just write it down on the paper or in the notebook, in the virtual notebook, so notepad. When you enter your dark room, you turn the lights on. You have it in common, you have it in blood. When you enter the Kali Linux after 10th, 15th installation, you might already have it common minimum 2 steps. I enter, I do. And I think I said all. Alright, so my name is NnFace and I'm trying to make hacking world better. And I'm glad and so surprised and I'm so excited that you make this count, so 30 subscribers. I'm really surprised and excited and I thank you all. I recommend you to subscribe if you haven't yet done it yet. And I invite you to my hacking story and the third video. Welcome back and we are going to make this. See you back. Okay, so we have our brand new machine without doing anything, without any steps. So first thing I want to present, it's called UUA. Update, upgrade, auto remove. Okay, terminals. Kali or any Linux user without terminal is like an armed soldier. It's the right hand for the most cases of Linux user. Cause stuff in Kali and in Linux is called CLIs. It's command line interfaces. And it's the first big difference between Windows user and the Kali, most visible. That Windows is using GUI, so graphic user interfaces. It's like ready to go wizard, you have to select this square or this square, file location, and it's gone. And it's everything you have to do after clicking the icon of GUI. So if it's, for example, installation wizard. And in Kali's or in Linux, CLIs are the stuff that is written with Python or Bash on any program language, and you have to provide some values, some flags, subcommands, and you can watch video and some guy from Minecraft and some kind of gamer on Windows is trying to use Linux to play some games. It's like, so make sure you'll have so much patience and let's go. So now we are going to terminal. You have to right click mouse on everywhere place on desktop and select open in terminal. Second, it's click here on terminal icon. Okay, now we want to open in terminal something. So when you want to open in terminal, do this or do this. And we have terminal just opened. When we want to update, by simple command apt update -y, and I will present you. This is called a packet manager. apt, it's manager for installing, deleting, removing, updating, upgrading, etc. So apt update, so our command for updating, and flag -y. It's called the flag, is the second nomenclature of third nomenclature of Kali Linux. It's CLI, GUI, and flags. So -y, 4 default choices. I will show you. And when you want to press this, number 13, permission denied. Thanks. And when we want to make this step, we want to turn on to super administrator privileges. When we want to delete Microsoft Edge in Windows, they say no, your system might be broken. When you want to delete something on the user privileges on Kali, they said to no, your system might be broken. Permission denied. when we turn onto root or so super administrator, it says go ahead lol. When you want to delete the kernel, go ahead. Administrator of Kali Linux must be super responsible. So turn on to sudo, so sudo -s or fast password for Kali or sudo su. It's your choice. I'm sorry, it's up to you. You have to use these commands, which is your choice. I recommend sudo -s and our complicated password for Kali, so Kali. And we are now on to super administrator and we want to do this one more time. So apt update -y, it's going. All is updated, all is downloading. And what is updating for? Updating, it's for downloading the recent packages, the newest packages from the official repository of Kali, hacking stuff, kernel stuff, or even browsers. And we have just downloaded in our machine. And now we want to unpack it and install on our system. And this command, it's upgrading. Upgrading is looking for the downloaded packages and installing it and unpacking. So, apt, same, packet manager, upgrade for upgrading, and -y. Why -y? Enter. If we want to continue, it's, where's my mouse? It's this choice. If we want to yes or no. If yes, continues. If no, abort. It's so simple. It's for looking when you have, I don't know, like 10 gigabytes free or on your drive and you can see space needed and you can see 5 gigabytes and no, I don't want to download this, you click abort. So when we are sure we have enough enough storage on our system, we want to press yes as a default choice. Press. And it's going further. It will take about 5 minutes and we'll see you later. See you? Okay, and let's fast get our attention here on the steps. So setting up and unpacking, preparing to unpack and unpacking. It's just installing our downloaded stuff in our machine. See you. Okay, it's completed. So now we want to remove our old packages from our system. So for this, it's same apt for packet managing, auto remove for auto removing, and -y for our default choice. Press. And free space, we just saved 52 megabytes. It's not so big, but in auto removing a lot of packages, when you have installed Kali Linux everything, we'll discuss it later. It's so useful. So let's wait some, it's just finished. And we want to learn third command before step 1, it's gone. For this case, it's update db. When we want to locate some kind of package, in Windows it's like in File Explorer, and we want to search, so we type in the search field what we want to search. It's moving through the whole disk to find it. And in our case, in Kali, it's one command, it's locate. And it's searching in the database that we want just to update. I think you got it. Update db. Whole newest packages, it's safe in db. And when we want to locate this, locate search in this db. I think you got it. So it's not so useful and so important, but it's not gonna hurt. It might help. UUA, it's for the Windows user a really good magic, because when it comes to downloading newest packages in Windows, so updating, otherwise when some programs support downloading, but I don't see that I have to do it in other way that just reinstalling or removing and installing once after, so reinstalling. Because not so much of programs in Windows or an application support downloading and in one time upgrading, so installing it, so it's all downloading and auto removing it. So for the Kali, it's a big profit and big progress that it's UUA here. You can in one time update, so all packages from Kali Linux, it's installing to their newest version. Next, update it, so installing, and auto removing, so throw the unnecessary packages. It's a big profit of Kali Linux. So it's done. First step is done. Now to the second. Okay, the second step is about installing default packages in Kali Linux. Some of you guys can say that we have just done it, but it's mistake. Now we are going to install the default packages in Kali Linux for hacking stuff. It's so important task. And for this case is apt packet manager install for installing and Kali Linux default. It's so useful. We are just installing the default packages with the hacking stuff in our Kali. Click, and it's moving forward. And so, it's reading and updating. I have a few minutes. When you have some more space for installing Kali and you want to install everything, not get this beginner mind that I have to want to install everything to be good. It's wrong mindset. But it's useful when you have so much space and you seriously want to play. So Kali, not this Kali, I said Kali with lowercase. Okay, apt install Kali Linux. Really? Kali Linux. Everything. That's why. And in this step we are installing the Kali Linux everything. Here we go. See, space needed is 17.4 gigabytes. So it's too big for me because I have only 21 available because we in the installation process set I think 60 as I got to remember. So abort, and a big disclaimer. These two steps is the must have for doing step after installation. So focus on these two steps: update, upgrade, auto remove, install Kali Linux default, and update DB. It's 5 must-haves. Okay, see you in the page 3. Okay, now our steps is called a multiplexers. So, nomenclature of Kali Linux, multiplexers. When you don't know what the multiplexer are, just firstly look what the name says. It's the pro tip of nomenclature of Kali Linux. So, multiplexers are multiplexing the one terminal between each other that you have for perfectly select and perfectly divided terminal that each task is running on the each other place. So, for example, we have 4 windows here, and here it's installing, for example, Kali Linux default. Here it's update DB. Here is nano, and here is clear command. Amen. So you have beautiful selected everything is clearly visible, and I will talk about it later. And let's move to the practice. Multiplexer is just a program which select the terminals. So we won't do just right here, and new terminal just right here, and here, and here. Really? It's very important step. Like mess in your room, it's mirror of mess in your head. So in hacking, mess on the desktop and on your computer, on your screen, it's a mirror for messing in your work. I think you got it. And it's my mindset that I practice, and multiplexer is so helpful with this. So we want to clear the screen is the so beautiful command to keep this terminal without messing. Press clear, and we want to install multiplexer to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. We want to install Tilixi, I think it's gone from Linux, so we want to install Guaki. And apt install Guaki -y, and it's installing. It won't take a lot of. So I cleared the screen and now type just Guaki, and we are now in Guaki terminal, it's running. So press F12 to use it. We have our terminal, we have option to add another window. We can hop through this window, and when Guaki it's too unfriendly user, press F12 to close it and move to the second multiplexer that might be so much helpful for you. So console, but with key instead of C, and we have a new tab. We have an option of split view, and we can work here and we want here, or tab button, so one more and we can work here and here. For this case, it's apt install wormhole, for example, and I don't know what to say, apt install Kali Linux everything. It's locked. We cannot make two apt in 1 second, but like make a simple text editor, so nano, and continue. It's processing here, and I don't know, NnFace is handsome hacker. So we have just made a two process in one time with clearly visible terminals. We want to make third here, fourth, fifth, and etc. Free to go. For this case are multiplexers. So we have done with multiplexer. Close whole window and clear the screen to not make too much messing. Keep this in blood and keep this in common. Clear and multiplexers have all clearly visible. So fourth step, it's called a low-level user. We want to make low-level user for our safety. When we want to do everything on an administrator and some bad guy hop onto administrator, you are in big and when you are working on low-level user and administrator only for gain privileges to install or making something, and bad guy hop onto low-level user, nothing changes. You have to just hop onto administrator and delete it, and all will be fine. And this is like showing a middle finger to this bad guy. Okay, so now with command user add Kali low-level user for example, and dash m press, we have just created. What for is flag m. Flag m is for creating a home directory. You can search this in a help field. User add dash h. For most cases of CLIs, dash h is for helping, or dash help with type help. So click this, dash m, create home. Create the user home directory in flag m. So clear the screen, and now we are going to change the default password. So passwd, when I press enter, it's for my account, so administrator account. I have to type the password, so exit the screen one more time, sudo dash s Kali and passwd Kali low level user. New password Kali with uppercase and Kali with uppercase. So we want to log onto Kali low level user. So let me hop onto our new user, switch user into power tab, Kali low level user and Kali with uppercase. Ta-da! We have just created a low level user account, and right now we are going to step 5, but let's log out and switch. And a pro tip, when you want to play onto this low level account, you can make a privileges escalation. It's escalating from this one to this one. It's so useful in hacking world. So when you want to experiment, free to go. It's your machine. So Kali, and we are going to step number 5. Okay, and now I had to choose between 3 steps: configuring firewall, installing Visual Studio Code, and configuring SSH and SSHD. Configuring SSHD, it's for the longer video. I think I will create one video about configuring. Second, it's about installing Visual Studio Code, but you have goddamn Windows to do it. We are working just onto Kali machine. And third is configuring firewall to prevent exploits, attacking, and just damaging your system from the remote. So we are focusing on the configuring the firewall, and we are going to our terminal, sudo dash s Kali clear, and apt install, like we have trained, ufw dash y. So, UFW, it stands from Uncomplicated Firewall. Names in Linux are so funny, and we want to just enable it on our machine. So, UFW, enable, simple. Firewall is active and enable on system startup. We are secured by this. Our administrator account is under the shield, and we have finished the 5-step. If you want second part about Visual Studio Code, SSH, and so much, installing GIT and so, just let me know in the comments and I will promise I will do it. First step, it will be about configuring Metasploit table to is like legal and without consequences hacking machine. That it's so vulnerable, it's a pure honey for a hacker. And you will exactly learn how to hack this machine. And on Medium, I think I post something also because I have free time yet. And I have to sadly say goodbye to you hackers. So make sure you comment, subscribe, and share something, and write a good comment that will that will motivate me. I'm open to constructive criticism. When I have to say more, say less. Make sure you will write. So, may God bless you, hackers. It's a pleasure for me to see you, and see you in the next video. Peace to you all. Take care. Okay, and